Hi! In this video, you'll learn how to create student groups in Infinite Campus and create different assignments for your different student groups you have created. You'll also learn how to filter your gradebook to view one group of students' grades at a time. Student groups can be used for a variety of different reasons. You could create differentiated groups within a class, such as reading or math groups. You could create a group for your read or watch list students or even athletes in your class to monitor their progress. Let's look at how to create student groups. You'll come to this left menu bar and you'll click on Student Groups. You can filter for the subject that you want to create your groups within. I'm going to go to Reading, and I'm going to create some different reading differentiated groups for my class. Under Select Group, right now there's nothing because I haven't created any student groups yet, but once I've created some, you'll see them listed under here. I'm going to click on the New button to add my first group. When you're naming your student groups, be sure that they're appropriate and professional because the names of the group's membership is visible on the parent and the student portals. It might be good to use colors or other generic names for your groups so that students and parents don't know exactly what the group name means. So I'm just going to use some colors. I'm going to have my red group, and then this window on the right side is your members of the group. So right now I have no members. To add students, these are all my students in this reading class, I can just click the Add button and they'll jump over to my group members side. So I'm going to add a few of my students. So here is my red group. Once you're finished, you'll just click the Save button. And I'm going to add one more group just to show you. Click New, and then I'm going to add a blue group. Now you can see that this student has already been added to the red group, but you can add students to multiple groups if for some reason you wanted to add your reading groups and then also a bus list of students or just different students to the same group. You can do that. Since mine are reading groups, I'm going to have different students in each group. So there is my blue group. To remove a student, you just click this Remove button and it will plop them back in the other side of your whole class. So I'm going to click my Save button, and now I have some red groups, students, and a blue group created. If you click on the word, you see these are links that you can click on. If you click on the word of the group, then you can see a whole listing of this red group of students. So you can print it, or if you need to print it and leave it for a sub or for any other reason. Okay, so I have two groups set up. Now I'm going to show you how, when you're in your gradebook, you can filter for these group of students to monitor their progress. So we're going to come over to the left side and click on Gradebook. Now remember, I only created that group of students in my reading class, so I need to make sure that I am under Reading as my section. Quarter 1, and then we're always entering things into quarter grade. Now, if you click on this Settings tab on the left, you can filter for your student group. So right here next to Student Filters, I'm going to click on this drop-down menu, and I see under Student Groups I have my blue group and my red group. So if I click on my red group, it will only show this group of students, and then once I have grades in, I'll be able to monitor their progress as a group instead of looking at the whole class. Okay, I'm going to go back to all students, and I'm going to show you now how to add an assignment and how we can differentiate which group of students this assignment is added for. So I'm just going to click the Add button in the top, and my new window pops up. I'm going to add Practice Book 38. I'm going to make an abbreviation, and this is what will appear in your gradebook. Now, down in the next section, we already have an assigned date and a due date by default, but right under Student Group, if it is blank, then this assignment will be added to your entire class. But if you choose this drop-down menu, I can switch to only be assigned to my red group. I have to add a few more little check boxes down here. It'll be out of 100 points. And I'm going to save this assignment. Close this window. And now you can see that on the right side, it's having me add scores for students. But students that are not in this red group, it says they're exempt and their box is grayed out. So this will not show on the parent portal or the student portal for these students because they are exempt from this assignment. So you can go ahead and fill all the grades for these students. And if you wanted to go back to the student filter, I can just look at my red group again and see that they all have a grade for this assignment and a grade total. That's it for student groups. If you have any more questions about it, please feel free to contact your DART. Thank you.